whatever path you are on, whatever inspired you to come here today, we honor you and we welcome you. And now, our message.
So wonderful to have a great choir like that. If you could just join me and close your eyes and take a nice, wonderful, deep breath. And take a moment to just focus on your beauty and to focus on the magnificence of your soul. We look deeply within in this moment at the incredible, magnificent nature of our beingness, of the magnificent opportunity that we give others to love us, to be with us, and for us to love. I know today each one of us opens our heart to fully embrace the meaning of our life, to fully and with great joy and excitement step forth into every day, more fully expressing the magnificence of who we are, the beauty, the wholeness, and the perfection. I know that the message that we hear from Lyle today inspires each of us to step forward into more and more of our own greatness and magnificence. Take a deep breath and open your eyes, and let's come together to hear Reverend Lyle share with us the truth of the meaning of life. And I'm so excited to hear this.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're good. This morning, speaking about the meaning of life, and what is interesting about that was a couple of times already I've been approached, spoken to people about the meaning of life. It's like, this is huge. Oh, my goodness. And I thought, when I wrote that, I thought, maybe I'm starting a little big. Maybe this is how am I possibly going to pull this off?
In 10 minutes.
Yeah, you got 15 minutes for the meaning of life. I think I've got to leave. I don't know. Well, as a matter of fact, even starting with the theme for the whole month, Allie comes up with these in the beginning of the year, and she says she's divinely inspired for something, and it's 12 months are laid out for us so we can think about it. And boy, coming up to this month, and it's like immortality, another big thought, another big topic. So I had to one-up it a little bit, say it's the whole meaning of life. Stay tuned, and I want to tell you it's not as grand as all that. It's rather simple. I just want to give another thing, Mark, thank you. You're going to, everybody, his reading was just perfect. I'm even going to go back here to page, where is that? I've got to change something because that was just wonderful. Divinely inspired.
Are you wasting time?
No, this is perfect. Matthew becomes Norm.
Oh.
You'll see. So this is the meaning of life as I see it. And I was thinking, first of all, immortality. So the thought was immortality, and what does that mean? What is that? And I thought, well, first of all, it's living forever and ever and never dying, right? So that was my first thought. A non-ending cycle of life. That's immortality. And I really don't know if it means dying and coming back again, over and over again, so that you're immortal, you never truly really die, or if it means that you are a living spirit at some time, and that you come to express on the earthly plane. And then you return to living in the divine immortality, so that you are going on forever and ever. Is this living forever and ever? Is that immortality? The truth is, I don't really know for sure. But these are just my perceptions, my ideas. You know, not too long ago, Wayne Dyer passed away. It was August 30th. But the thought is I can still see him in my mind's eye. I can visualize him doing his talks and his many videos that he did. I can still actually hear the sound of his voice. I can see his balding head. Doug and I marvel at our own heads, and we say, this is good. So I can still see that. And I have this image that somehow, maybe I haven't come to terms with it or grips with it, but I still see that he's still out there doing that, right? He's still doing these seminars somewhere. He's still walking back and forth on the stage how he does and talks to us, no notes or anything, for hours. And I marveled at that all the time. So I keep thinking, is he really gone? Is he really not here anymore? You know, my own father passed away 12 years ago. I still speak with him. Is he really gone? After all these years, we have conversations. Hey, Pops. So to me, in a way, that's immortality. And if we are all immortal in this way, the big question came up for me is, well, why? What is the meaning of life? Hence my title. Why am I here? What is my purpose? What should I be doing if I'm immortal? And what should I be doing, especially if I'm going to be doing it forever and ever and ever? Haven't you asked this question at all? Anybody? There I got some. Remember this guy, Tom Johnson, when we first kind of got into science of mind, and he was the guy that spoke in the San Fernando Valley in Southern California, and that was his big thing. And unless everybody raised their hands, he just wouldn't go on talking. He'd make a point. There we go, okay. I just want to know that you're listening, that you got it, and that at least one of you agree with me. So my spoiler alert about the meaning of life is that it really is quite simple and not grand at all. The meaning of life, according to Lyle, is to emote and express at a level previously unknown. To emote and express at a level previously unknown. And that is it. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. See, I think God is all there is. All of life, all the planets, all of space, all things, all thought, all energy, and everything in between. God is all. So when I say that to you, don't you also think, well, if that's true, then why do I need to do anything? God already is. God already knows it all. Right? Is that an idea or a thought? Why do I have to do anything? But remember I said, to emote at a level previously unknown. And that is to express uniquely as you. Now, you may not think you are different or that you are unique. But if you compile all the experiences of your life your unique life. What your mom said to you when you were 3 years old that affected you in some way, in a very unique way. When you saw with your own eyes when you were 4, something that no one else saw, however it affected you, made you uniquely you. When you stubbed your toe when you were 5 years old, how it felt, either shock or anger or whatever the emotions that came up, maybe even guilt, because your mother told you not to take your shoes off. And I did anyway. That has some effect on you. It creates you uniquely. Maybe how you felt when your parents argued. How did that affect you? What decision did you make that day to protect yourself? And does it still run you today? Maybe you failed a math test because you didn't understand but were afraid to ask the questions. So you carry that with you your whole life. I'm no good at math. When you decided the only way to get something was to lie or steal, when you were only 6 years old, how did that affect you? And it made you uniquely you. And how you act and how you project and how you do everything today is affected by those things. And it makes you uniquely you. Very different from me. So as I express my unique perspectives, they have never been expressed exactly that way before. Coming from this unique person with that unique background, I am expressing something new from a place that has never been known before. You are unique, and you are expressing you. So here's where I changed this name. I'm going to tell you a story, and this is about God receiving a man into heaven, where heaven is and all of that. We can go over it some other day. I actually had that discussion with Nikita the other day. Where's heaven? A good answer, by the way. So this man is going up to heaven. Now every task and every decision he made, he wanted to be as good a person as he could. And so he always modeled himself after Moses. So he did everything just as Moses would have done. And he felt he had led a very unique and exemplary life. But when he gets to heaven, God said, Norm, sorry, I can't let you in. And Norm is taken aback. He's rather surprised. He's even a little angry, and he's confused. And he says, why? I've been a good man, lived exactly as Moses did. What could have been better? And God said, yes, you acted as Moses. But you see, I already have a Moses here. I needed a Norm. So when people get emotional, it gets me emotional. So I look out and I see that. I thank you for that too. We each express uniquely. And it is spirit, our spirit, expressing through us, as us. And our purpose is to gift the universe. Only what we can. And I think that expression, that unique expression, is joy. Joy as us. My wife said to me, we all seek joy. Joy is the experience of God. Joy is the experience of God. If only everyone lived that way, wouldn't the world be a better place? Just to express joy. That is our meaning in life. That's what we're here for. No anger, no hate, no fear, no war. Your best gift to the universe is to be you. Uniquely you. And to express joy. Around the world, no matter what country or state you live in, what political affiliation, what language you speak, none of that matters. Because people around the world, if you look at them as people, their one true desire we all have in common is that we seek joy. And they seek it in their own way, to care for their family, to seek good health, to find good relationships, have a good job, support whatever their family or extended family is. All in an effort to know happiness and joy. Now I look around and I see otherwise, things other than joy. Yes, I know that. And yes, there appears to be people seeking to get money through greedy means or revenge for something because of their anger. But you see, those emotions of anything unlike love, that fear, that anger, that comes from an individual. And it is not a spiritual or God-like expression. It is your anger coming out. Someone else's anger coming out. Or fear. There are those two basic emotions. There is love and there is fear. And if it is not love you're expressing, it is something you are afraid of. Which looks like anger, or it looks like jealousy, or it looks like whatever. Anything unlike love. When we start living in that split world of duality, that is when things other than the likeness of spirit come to be. But for now, I really want to concentrate on this understanding of my meaning, and it is to express joy. A couple of quotes I had in the Science of Mind magazine this month. Eugene Holden said, "We are co-creators of the divine, and we have the power of imagination and the support of the divine to create a joyful life. Today, we begin by being the joy of God we are created to be." And right after that, Ken Jordan, in his article, said, "We, in fact, do not create joy. We come to recognize it. Joy is always there. It is up to us to see it. It is a choice. It is your choice." Our habits sometimes become looking at things that are less than joyful. Dr. Gordon felt that our natural way was to express joy, always, and that we should seek it constantly. Take time to see the beauty, the abundance, and the love that permeate every aspect of this marvelous experience of life. And I agree. That is our natural way. And when we find ourselves distracted by the experience or the lack of joy, remember what you emote, what you think, There's a choice. Choose joy. Express the true meaning of life. So I wanted to kind of pull this together and make an ending because I wanted to tell you a little story about my father. My father. And these were lessons for me when I was very young. And those that know me well will see how this has grown into things that I express. These are life lessons that I got from my father in kind of an indirect way, just by observing him. And he had a very unique way of expressing joy. And his way was he loved to play cards. Just to get in the game. Just to play cards. Dinner's done. Who's up for cards? We got to play cards. People are coming over for dinner. Company's coming over. They better understand they're playing cards. They get a free meal, but you're staying for cards. His game of choice was pinochle. He loved. Can't express it kind of enough. His joy of being able to play cards. And he played with such zeal, with such excitement. He had this way of, you have your cards and you play a card. He didn't play a card. He had this way of slapping that card down on the table. It made it crisp, and I tried it for many times, and it just kind of fell. Didn't, but he could make this snapping sound when he put that down, and he's a very German man. And he would throw that card down, and it would be, what was it? Delila. Oh my goodness. And he would laugh, and he would have fun, and people at the table would laugh and have fun. He didn't play for money. He wasn't a gambler. He didn't drink, and he didn't smoke. He didn't swear, unless those German words that I didn't understand were actually swearing. It made him laugh, and it infused him with joy. See, it didn't matter if he won or lost. Playing the game was the reward. It wasn't the goal that was important. It was the journey that counted. It's kind of like life. It's kind of like us being here. It's part of this journey. It is part of our living life that is important. Goals, yes. If you're here for our early meditation, and I talked about having long-term goals are great, but you must have this gratification on almost a daily basis or you get lost. You win some, you lose some. You get dealt a good hand, you get dealt a bad hand. How are you going to play it? Boy, what are the lessons of life that I learned from this man? It became very clear to Claire early in our relationship. Winning or losing was never important to me. It was just getting people to play the game. That I always called winning. I got them to give me, we're playing a game. I've already won. Outcome now doesn't matter. You smile, you laugh, you have fun, you live in joy. You have daily things that you're grateful for, that you're thankful for, what are the 6 things that we had in the meditation? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can see me afterwards. 6 things you can do during the week for just 1 minute. Because when you are in joy, God is in you, expressing. Know that when you are living purposefully, you are happy. And that's how you know. Am I on purpose? Am I living a purposeful life? Am I doing what I'm here to do? Are you happy? Then the answer may just be yes. You're smiling. You're acting in joy. You're on purpose. I am a few minutes early, a few minutes short, but I'm going to close with a prayer. We're just going to take a moment and be in joy. Just close your eyes and relax a moment. Take a deep breath and let go. Take in the oneness of God, of Spirit, and release tension. Take in some of the natural, universal, divine joy. Take it in with the air, feel it infuse in your body, and then let go. Know with me now that we are all the same in some ways. That we are all these spiritual beings having these human experiences. And that we are individually expressing spirit, divine understanding, divine intelligence, ultimate reality, source, God. Individually expressing ourselves. We are co-creating right now by the thoughts we think, by the energy we express. The very vibration of ourselves creates a wave that expresses away from us and out, and the universe matches it. And when we live in joy, joy comes back like a ripple in a pool. And it meets the shore, it meets the universe, it meets God, it meets Spirit, and it reflects back, and we get it in waves. Okay. And that is our truth. That is why we're here. We are an expression of that love, of that joy, of that oneness of God. And we've individualized ourselves here as these human beings on this plane. And it is to continue in that vibration. That is our existence. That is our true natural being. And when we have thoughts of fear or anger, that is not a real, capital R, real thing. It is just our thought based on our experiences. So let go of that. Let that go away. And know your true self is that beautiful oneness of love, that vibration of the universe. The universe is that and nothing else. Love, joy, peace, calm, harmony, balance. And as we rise up and as we live in that higher level of energy, of vibration, you see how things work together and harmonize and reflect back to you. And you are happy. And when you forget, remember, it is your choice to choose joy, to choose love. In that moment, let go, let God, in gratitude. For in gratitude, when we say thank you, simply as you release those words, you know, your body knows, your mind senses that you have received something. That is why you gave that word. Thank you. You've received it. So we hold that vision, that flowing wave of vibration of love, and it infuses a certain sense of feeling, an idea of you expressing God. And we release it, and you say, thank you, and so it is.
Thank you for blessing us with your presence today and being a part of the Satya Center. You're invited to join Reverend Ali and Reverend Lyle each Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for your dose of connection, inspiration, and co-creation. The Satya Center is located at 795 24th Street, Ogden, Utah. For directions, a map, and our service times, please see our website, thesatyacenter.org. This program was brought to you by the kind donations from the members of the Satya Center. Thank you.